Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be showing you how you can design a doctor flyer in Photoshop. To make a doctor flyer in Photoshop, first you need a template. For the flyer, I have already this template. I will also leave the template link in the description as well, so make sure to check that out. I'm going to open this up. Now let me show you how you can edit all of these and make your own customized flyer. As you can see, I have this layer panel and there are some folders that are grouped together. If you want your own logo design to be added here, just click on this. You can add the company name. Once you're done, just click on this tick mark. Now save this. And now your company name is added. And the second folder is for social media. Once you click on this, you can enter the subgroups. And here you can add the name of the Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram account. I'm going to add the Insta of the company. And adjust this according to your needs. On the third one, we have this text. You can edit the text by selecting the type tool. And here you can add the description and the instructions or the information about your company. And here on the package A and package B, you can add your headings and you can write about your facilities you are providing and other things. Once you are done adding with these, there's a third option for the design. Once you click on this icon, you can see here it included your website, your contact information, and your address. You can add the address according to you. Add your phone number, your website. Once you are done adding with this, let's move on to the image. And the image is here. You can simply double click on the smart object and you can edit your image here as well. For that, you can create a new layer and delete the old one. So it will replace the old one to the new one. It is just simple as that. And now on the second last, we have the design. You can see the design behind the lady doctor and on top. And in the last, there's a background. Here's the white. If you want to change the color of this one, just double click on this and click on the background that you want. I'm going to leave it to this white because this looks good. And after adding all of the information and finalizing your flyer design, you can simply click on File and click on Export. And here you can save a web legacy. Just click on Save, select the location and click on Save. And now you can post the images to your social media, or you can simply just click on File and click on Save As and click on Photoshop PDF to print it out. Just click on Save. Here you can select the high quality print and click on Save. And there you go. Now you're done designing a flyer for a doctor in Photoshop. In today's video, I'll be showing you how you can create a thank you Facebook post in Photoshop. Let's get started. Before creating a thank you post, you need to make sure that you are using the pictures and the text according to the post that you are showing. If it's a post for a thank you for the invitation, or maybe you've got the followers and you want to thank your followers about that, or if someone ordered something from your store and you want to thank to that customer, and etc. So let me show you how you can create a thank you post. I have downloaded some of the images. I'm going to place the images in the Photoshop. You can see I have these 3 images. I have downloaded this from unsplash.com. I will also leave the link in the description as well, so make sure to check that out. First, let's start with this one. I'm going to take a copy of this layer and I will use the text tool to write it here. Now let's change the font for this one. This post is about thank the persons or the customers that comes in the shop, in your wedding or the restaurant. I'm going to reduce the size of this. This looks good. I'm going to select these two and align to center. Now I'm going to select both of these and change the color to this green. And there you go. You can add your social media handle here. You can align with this background layer, and there you go. And here's the first example for how you can create thank you post. Now let's go to the second one. This one is exactly the same the other one. Let's start with the type tool and write thank you. Now let's just align both of these and bring it to the center. Now I'm going to reduce the size of everything. And this looks good. Now I'm going to put it down here, something like that. And again, you can write your social media handle here. And now that's the second example for the thank you post. Now let's go to the third one. And this one, first let's remove this. And now for this one, let's first remove this one. We can simply do this by the patch tool. And now after making that of selection, just click on the marquee tool and right click and click on content aware fill. And now just hit OK. Ctrl+D to deselect. Now let's add our own text for the thank you. You can change the font for this one. I'll be using this font. And center align them. Put it in the middle. This color is not looking good on this one, so let's change the color for this. And here you go. Now we can add the social media handle here as well. You can add it here or you can place it down there. And this looks good. And that's how you can create a thank you post for your Facebook ad in Photoshop. In today's video, I'll be showing you how you can make the wheels of a car look like they are moving in Photoshop. I have downloaded this image from unsplash.com and I will also leave the link in the description as well, so make sure to check that out. And I want to make these two wheels look like they are moving. So for that, I'm going to take a copy of the background layer. I will be actually taking two copies and I will lock the below one. And now I will be selecting the upper one and click on filters. Go to the blur filters and click on spin blur. Now you need to click on the right in the middle of the wheel of the car, just like that. I'm going to increase some of the blur angle. Yeah, this looks good. Now once you are done, just click on OK. It will take some time to load to apply the filter on this image. Now as you can see, the wheels of the car looks like they are moving. And now by selecting the upper layer, I'm going to use the marquee tool to remove out the excess part that we don't need. From the middle, I'm using the marquee tool to draw a ellipse and write just here. Now I'll be doing the same with the other one as well. And this looks just right. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply the mask on this layer. And there you go. Now you can see all of the excess part is now deleted, but there are some of the edges that are not that smooth. So we are going to smoothen that out. For that, I'll be using the brush tool, and by selecting the mask and reducing the flow, I'm going to draw on the edges of this, and same with the other one. Now you can see this was before, and now this is after applying the effect. Now to save the file, click on File. Now go to Save, and you can save it on computer or your cloud. And that's how you can make the wheels of a car look like they're moving in Photoshop. In today's video, I'll be showing you how you can create a luxury business card design in Photoshop. Let's get started. First, we are going to this website that is called thefreepic.com. I will also leave the link in the description as well, so make sure to check that out. Once you are here in this website, here you need to search for this, the luxury business card, and hit enter. And now you can click on the PSD for Photoshop. And here are some designs in front of you that you can see. I'll be choosing this one. Just click on download. Once it is downloaded, just open it up. And here click on this Photoshop file. And here's a template for your business card. To remove these bleed marks, you can simply click on View and uncheck this extra option. And now there's a two sides of this. Here you can see there's a front and there's the back one. First, we are going to make changes in the front one. So I'll be locking this layer, and by selecting this layer, go to the details, and here you can add the name, the company name, the phone, the email, and other things. And here I'll be selecting the text tool. And first we can change the name. We can replace the font with this one. You can enter the company name here. And now by selecting all of these three, now I will align these two. Now I will add the address. And here you can write your own address. You can add the website. You can add your phone number and the email as well. Once you're done with the front side, just hit on this one, and now go back to the other one. I will unlock this. If you want to change the color of these, you can simply take a copy of this one and apply the layer mask and hide this layer. Now by selecting this, you can create a solid layer of your own choice. Once you are done making your design, just click on the view and hit on extra. So all of these bleed marks will present in this. Just click on file, and now save this as your own file. I'm going to name these PSD as luxury business card. Just click on save. And there you go. Now you have made yourself a luxury business card in Photoshop. In today's video, I'll be showing you how you can create a best thumbnail design for your YouTube in Photoshop. Let's get started. To make a YouTube thumbnail, first we need to go to File and select a new template. And here I'll be using, the width will be 1260 and the height will be 720. I will take the resolution to 100 and click on create. Now I have this background layer. I'm just going to create a new layer and click this icon on the bottom and click on gradient. Here I will select the gradient. Here are some of the examples. You can select any one of these. This one looks good. Now click on OK. Now let's start putting the image and the text for our thumbnail design. I'll be using this image. So I will take the background and remove it. I'm going to take a copy of this layer. And now I'll go to select and click on subject. Once the subject is selected, and click on apply mask. I will take this layer and put it on my thumbnail. I will resize this and place it here and I'll make some adjustments. Yes, this looks good. Now double click on this layer on the right side and add the stroke. You can adjust the stroke according to you. This value looks good. Now we'll add the text. I'll take a new layer and add the text. And hit on OK. And I will change the color of this to yellow. Yeah, this looks good. Now we'll add the stroke to this as well. Just click on stroke. I don't like the color of this one, so I will just switch back to red. Yeah, this looks good now. And now I will add the logo of Photoshop. And again, I'm going to resize this. And again, I'm going to add the stroke to this one as well. And now I will group all of these layers by selecting this and this one. I'll press Ctrl+G to make a group. Now we'll make another layer and put this fire on back of this one. Now I'll make some adjustment to this as well. I will create a mask and select the brush tool. I will reduce the hardness to 0 and the flow to almost 30. And I will smooth out the edges. Now I will unhide all of these layers, and there you go. You can make a little adjustments according to you, and now your thumbnail is ready. And that's how you can create a thumbnail in Photoshop. In today's video, I'll be showing you how you can create a Facebook cover of a page of a shoe business in Photoshop. Let's get started. First, we're going to take a template. For that, I'm going to create a new file and click on new. And here I'll be selecting the width for 1640 and the height will be 624. Just click on create We have the template for our cover. Now let's create a background design. For that, I'm going to take a new layer. Now I'm going to add the gradient. Now select the gradient. Yeah, this one looks good. Now click on OK. Now again, I'm going to take a new layer. Now here I'm going to put the show image that I have. And I'm going to place it here. I'm going to resize this. I'm going to flip it. And this looks good. Click on this tick mark. And here we have the shoe image. Now let's create a shadow under this. For that, I'm going to take a brush tool. And I'm going to select this and make the brush like this. I'm going to reduce the flow and the hardness to 0. I'm going to take a new layer. Yes, this looks good now. Now I'm going to merge these two layers. I'm going to lock this layer now and create a new layer. Now let's start designing the other part. For that, I'm going to use the pen tool. Now I'm going to right click on this and click on make selection. I'll add the radius to 1.1 pixel and click on OK. Now I'm going to use the marquee tool and right click on here and select inverse. I will add the solid gradient of this color and hit OK. Now let's add the text and the other items for our cover design. For that, I'm going to use the rectangle tool and create a rectangle like this. I'm going to reduce the corners. And again, I'm going to select the ellipse tool and create a circle. I'm going to remove the fill and add the stroke to the yellow color and increase the stroke to like 8. Yeah, this looks good. Now we have these two elements with us. Now you can add the text. Just click on here. Now let's group this two together and break it here. Now I click on transform to put it something like here. Click on OK. On this part you can add your own logo design if you have any. Now let's continue with the design. Now we'll finish up the design. You can add your social media here. I'm going to take a copy of this and put it right here. Here you can write your website. And here you can add your phone number. And here you can add your social media handle. You can add some little dots as well. And take a copy of this. I'm going to group this together and take a copy of this group. And again, I'm going to take a copy of this group and place it down here. And there you go. Now you have the design for your Now here you have a design for your Facebook cover photo for your show business in Photoshop. In today's video, I'll be showing you how you can create a best flyer design for real estate in Photoshop. Let's get started. First, we need a template. For that, we are going to the site that is called freepik.com. And here on this site, you need to search for real estate flyers. And now for the Photoshop, you're going to click on the PSD. And here are the many templates that you can choose it from. I'll be clicking on the free one. And from here I will choose this one and just click on download. Once it is downloaded, I'm going to extract it here and I'm going to click on the PSD file. And now that will open up in Photoshop. Now here's our template for our flyer design for the real estate. You can add your own customized images in here. To remove all of these bleed marks, you just need to click on the view and click on extra to uncheck the option. Now all the bleed marks are gone. I'm going to put the layer panel here so you can see clearly. I'm going to select all of these pictures and put it on the Photoshop. Now I'm going to put this picture in the background that will be on the top. I'm going to take a copy of this layer and now double click on this. Double click on the smart object. I'm going to delete this one. And I'm going to copy this layer and put it on here. Now make some adjustments. Then now make sure that your picture is covering all of the area. This looks good. And click on save. And now on the PSD file you can see the picture is added. Now let's do the same with the other as well. Just double click on the picture and now again double click on the smart object. Now delete this layer and put your own picture in there. Now let's do the same with the other as well. Once adding all of the pictures, just lock this layer. You can add your own logo design here or the tagline. You can select the type tool and you can add the information of the contact. You can add the small information or the description about your business in this paragraph. Once you're done with this, now you can add the bleed marks again. You just click on extra and they will be here. Now to save the file as a PDF for the print purpose, you can just click on the save and select the format as PDF. Just click on save. You can select the high quality print for the printing purpose and just click on save. If you want to save the file for sharing on the social media, you can click on file and save a copy and select as the picture format, that is JPEG or PNG. And that's how you can create a best real estate flyer design in Photoshop. In today's video, I'll be showing you how you can design hair oil Facebook ad in Photoshop. Let's get started. For hair oil ad, first I have this product image, and I've also downloaded the image of the model from the Google as well. So we'll be using this image and our hair oil product. So by using these two images, we'll be designing our Facebook ad in Photoshop. I'm going to create a new file. This will be a landscape. Now let's remove the background of the image. I'm going to take a copy of this layer, go to select and click on subject. Now I'm going to create a mask. I'm going to apply the layer mask. Now I'll put this image in here. So this looks good. Now let's place our product in the image. This looks good as well. Now let's add the background of the image. I have this image. I'm going to place it as a background. For that, I'm going to take a copy of this layer and place it here. And just click on OK and bring it back. Now I'm going to reduce the opacity of this one, so it is just barely visible. Now I'm thinking to flip it horizontal and then vertical as well. Yeah, this looks good now. Now I'm going to select the product. Now I'm going to add a drop shadow to this one. Just double click on the layer and click on drop shadow. Go to the properties. Yeah, this looks good. Just click on OK. I'm going to place it here. Now let's add the text. For this, I'm going to create a new layer and add the text. I'm going to change the color of this font to this one. First, let's select this, and once it is added here, I'm going to select the type tool and click on this. I'm going to do the same with the other one as well. And there you go. Now let's make some adjustment to the model as well. First, we are going to match the color of this model to the background. For that, I'm going to select the copy of this one and go to image, go to adjustments, and then match color. I'll be using the source, the background. Yeah, this looks good. Now let's add the mask to this layer. Now let's make some edges smoother. You can add the seal or the contact info or the website of this product. And after finalizing your project, just click on File and Export and Save for Web. Now you can save this file. And now you can save this file. Just click on Save. And there you go. Now you have designed your hair oil ad in Photoshop. Now you can post it on Facebook and any other social media that you want.
In this video, I will tell you how to create Facebook cover page. First of all, we know the pixel size of Facebook cover page. In this picture, we see that profile cover should be 820 multiply 312 pixel. 820 and 312 pixel and create. So here we design our Facebook cover page. Let's suppose we have this image, drag it here and drag it here. So we want this logo here. And now we save this file and our best cover photo has been designed successfully. This is the way you can easily create Facebook cover page in Adobe Photoshop. In this video, I will tell you how to create shadow effect in Adobe Photoshop. Here is the image and I want to create the shadow effect of this particular image. For this purpose, you select this person. For example, I use object selection tool and select the object selection tool and select this object here. It will take some time to selecting this object. See that the object has been selected successfully. So by Control and C, we make it copy. And by Control and V, paste it. And just double click on the copy you paste here. And there is the option of drop shadow. Click on there. So we can easily apply shadow effect here. So it is very easy to add shadow effect in Adobe Photoshop. In this video, I will tell you how to do cartoon text in Adobe Photoshop. First of all, select text and paste here. Press Ctrl T to bigger this. How to edit the image in Adobe Photoshop? It is very simple. Double click to convert into layer. So we have this image. We want some effects on that image. simply click on filter, and here is the camera raw filter. Click on there. So if you click auto, then it automatically edit your image. So click on auto, and if you want to add some exposure to the image, you can adjust it. And if I want to some darkness, I want to add some shadow there, and some whiteness, and click on OK. The image has been edited successfully. By this tool you can easily edit any type of image. In this video I will tell you how to draw box in Photoshop. It is very easy. We have rectangle tools, ellipse tool, triangle tool, polygon tool, and many others. So we want to create a box. Take rectangle tool, press shift, and you see that it is like a box, and here you can make a circle, and it is like a box. So middle it, and so I create its another copy here and another copy here. Click on T, place there, click on T, place there, and add red photo, color 2, add red photo, color 3, add red photo. So I think select this one and paste it middle there. Now we change it the box color. Now change its color from black to yellow, and this color from black to green. So you can see that we can easily draw a box in Adobe Photoshop. In this video I will tell you how to export Adobe Photoshop business card. So first of all, I have a card and re-edit it. I give the name like a media, James Media. Now you see that the card is almost ready. So our mission is to how to export business card. So there are many methods. Someone use save as, but export is the best method to get HD quality. So click on the file and choose export and export as. and there is different format PNG, like you can select JPG and export, and you can also increase its quality and export it. Open the card. You see that it is HD quality James Media card. So it is very easy to export business card in Adobe Photoshop. In this video, I will tell you how to lighten the dark image. It is very simple. You will see the dark image, we will lighten it. First of all, take an layer and click on there and select levels. Here is level, and in the layer select light screen or lighten. I think screen is best, and here properties, select lighter shadow. Yes, here is before and here is the after. So it is very easily to lighten the image in Adobe Photoshop. In this video, I will tell you how to make thumbnail in Adobe Photoshop. When you open the Adobe Photoshop, you will select a new document and go to Film and Video. We know that the best size for YouTube thumbnail is 1280 cross 720 pixel. So create it. You see that this is the size of a thumbnail. So we have this image, drag it there, press and Ctrl T. Now we write text here by text tool, and here we type how to grow hair. Now we can increase its length, and change the color of this text, and the color is black. Now here we double click it and give stroke to text, so it is best thumbnail for YouTube.
In this video, I'll be telling you about how you can move an object in an image using Adobe Photoshop. So let's get started. First, I'm going to take a copy of the background layer. I'll be selecting this and dragging on the new layer. Now by selecting the upper layer, I'm going to use the patch tool. And now I'm going to select the object that I want to move. I'll be selecting this one. Now I'm going to select the area. And now the important thing, I'm going to right click on the patch tool, and here I'll be selecting the content aware move tool. Just click on this, and now I'm going to move this part here. It will ask you for the confirmation. Just hit OK, or you can click on this one, and there you go. And now you can see the object that was here is now moved to this place realistically. Now you can deselect this, and you can see there is no sign that the object was here before. I'm going to show another example. I'll be just moving this part. Again, I'm going to use the patch tool by selecting this, and I'm going to use the content aware move tool, and I'm going to place it here. Just hit OK or click on this. There you go. And there you go. Now you've seen the object. As you can see, this content aware move tool is very useful and it can be used to move objects from an image realistically. In today's video, I will show you how you can design a business card and create a luxury mockup of that as well. So let's get started. First, we need artboards for our design. For that, I'm going to create a new file. The width will be 3.75 inches and the height will be 2.25 inches. This is the standard size used in the business card. You can add the plate marks according to you and click on create. Now you have the artboard for your business card. I will take all of these colors and the icons to this panel so we can use it later. Now first let's create a background layer. I will use the rectangle tool. And I'm going to take a copy of this layer and put it on here. Now I'm going to take another layer and lock the background and start designing our card. Now I'm going to take a copy of this and I'm going to reflect this in the vertical and click on copy and put it on this side. This side will be our front and this will be on our back. And create a polygon of this size. And I'm going to arrange this in the middle. I'm going to change the color to this one. And now the same polygon to this side as well. I'm going to take a copy of this and put it here. Now let's add the drop shadow. For that you need to click on the polygon and click on effect and select the stylize and then drop shadow. The shadow on the right side we need on the left side, so I'm going to add a minus and click on OK. Now let's do the same with the other one. Go to the effect, stylize, drop shadow, and now let's remove this minus and click on OK. Yeah, this looks good. And now let's finish up the design. You can add your logo here. And here you can add the name of the person and its designation for whom your designing card is. Now we'll use these icons. I'm going to adjust some design. And there you go. Now you have your front and back design of your card. And now let's save this. After saving your design, and now let's create a luxury mockup of this one. I've got this business card mockup of the Photoshop. Let's open this up. I will also leave the link of this mockup in the description as well, so make sure to check that out. As you can see, I have this front and back picture of the card, so let's copy this and put it on here. To add the front of the card, just double click on this and now click on design and delete this layer. Now let's add the front of the design. Let's create a copy of this layer and put it on here. And there you go. Now just click on save. Now you can see your card mockup is now ready. Now do the same with the other one as well. Just double click on this, create a new layer and delete these two, and now add this layer in here. Resize it according to you. Once it is done, just hit on OK and click on save. And there you go. Now your mockup is ready for your business card. If you have any questions regarding this, do let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, make sure to leave thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.